Welcome, everyone, to Saturday Evening Chats. This is episode 118. And so far with us tonight, we have Mr. Gene reloading from the hot pot. Welcome.
Hey, thanks for having me, G. Good to be here.
You are welcome. Let me pull up the intro.
In a world of uncertainty and turmoil, one man stands alone, along with his faithful sidekick. A man who entertains and educates the masses weekly, 70% of the time. Born out of the dusty plains of Washington State, now from the coastal forests of Oregon. The man, the myth, the man, G23.
I love that. I love that intro, G.
I cannot take credit for that. That is 100% DM Foss. He created that.
That's cool, man. Every time I see it, I'd laugh.
Yeah, it definitely fits. So, first in this evening, we had G-Webs, followed by C&T Designs, Squib Loads out there, Tactical Fed, Baroness VG, the Scottish American, Crazy Scotsman, PNW Woods, Reloading from the Hot Pot, and Mr. JH586. Mr. Jamie is out there. And so I know we've kind of discussed this a few times, but congratulations to you on your 1,000 yard shot.
Oh yes. Oh my God. I look at that sticker and I just smile. But it is because of JH586. It was his rifle, his hand loads. I mean, this guy can load. It ain't no joke. It was him. All I did was look through a piece of glass and pull a trigger.
Yes, Jamie is an amazing guy. And definitely Mrs. Hot Pot that outperformed you. I mean, come on. It took you what, 3 shots on target?
No. The one with the yellow ring is my shot. The others are Jamie's.
Oh, okay.
So he was shooting, and he looked over at me and says, "You want to try?" And I was like, "Yeah." I did it, and then she said, "I want to try too."
So I won't give you so much crap that but it looks
Scotsman's right.
What's going on, Rob?
Not much. What's happening in here?
BSing.
You causing trouble?
Like
Shooting
always.
things on the other side of the county.
So, Mr. CB has joined us out in the crowd. So, welcome. Yeah, just I know I was going to talk a little bit about, because other people have kind of been talking. I know Gizzard brought it up last night on his show about Oregon that's putting on the ballot measure. And I talked about this way earlier in the year when they were first trying to start this, when they were collecting signatures, but they got the signatures, I guess. I don't know how fraudulently they got them, but they got enough signatures to put it on the ballot. And they are trying to get people in Oregon to vote other people's Second Amendment rights away. So it's Oregon Measure 114. And in the ballot measure, it will require permits issued by local law enforcement to be able to purchase firearms. It's going to require photo ID, fingerprints, safety training, criminal background checks, and fee payment to apply for a permit, and prohibit it manufacturing, importing, purchasing, selling, possessing, using, or transferring ammunition magazines capable of holding more than 10 rounds, and make violations a Class A misdemeanor. So the initiative would also prohibit the manufacturer, I said all that, which is punishable by up to 364 days in jail, a fine of up to $6,250, or both. So yeah, then they want to raise the fee on how much it will cost for the fingerprinting. And it's all, a lot of bullshit that they're talking about. So pay attention to what's being put on your ballot measures, guys. Because you absolutely have no clue what kind of crap they're trying to sneak in there to get you to vote your way out of and have other people vote your rights away. I'm pretty sure that's unconstitutional and possibly illegal to have your rights voted away.
Absolutely, it is. Hey, Chris.
What's going on?
Man, you are quick with those videos.
Yeah, I wanted to get them done before, because I knew I was coming on here tonight. I wanted to knock them out. I done got the boys' pictures taken too.
Nice.
How blurry are they if you did them in that kind of a hurry?
Oh, they turned out great, I think. I don't know. I set the tripods up and everything, so I just took them over to the college, took pictures of them in front of the water and stuff. So I'm not going to edit those till tomorrow, but I think it turned out all right.
I still got a couple videos from Dead Zero to put together. I got one of them. I got another one done. I got another one in the pot, and slowly just extracting stuff off the camera.
Nice.
So, to answer PNW's question, yes. In Washington, it's an initiative. In Oregon, it's a ballot measure. So they're both the same. They're trying to get people to vote your rights away. Just like what they did in Washington with Initiative 1639. So
I don't get that. I mean, look, where I live, I mean, we've got restrictions. I've got a concealed carry. You still have to fill out. You still have to, fill out your form to get your firearm. But we're a little more pro Constitution here, where we don't have to really worry about a lot of that stuff because the voters kind of keep that in check here most of the time. I mean, they bring that up every once in a while, but I'm glad I live here.
Yeah, the thing is it's been pretty good in Washington and Oregon for firearm rights until probably the last 6 or so years, when they've kind of started. They know that they can't really push it through in like the House or the Senate for the state. So they're trying to get the people to then vote it out.
Just got to vote smarter. You know, people tend to let their rights go away and don't say anything about it.
Yes,
They don't.
you're absolutely right.
And that's what's disheartening to me in America.
The one thing it looks like is I told G Webs yesterday when Gizzard was doing his show that we also had ballot measure 115. But it looks like that one did not make it, which was a scary black rifle ban. So they did not get that one to make it to the ballot. So
Scary black rifles. A
Yeah,
black
'cause
1020, a black 1022. Man, I just can't even touch one of them.
in Washington, that is according to them, and because it was, voted in, put it on law, they now call it a Ruger 1022 an assault rifle.
Well, what if I look just like the wood stocks?
It don't matter.
Wood doesn't scare me as bad as that creepy black does.
Yeah. The black plastic, that's so friggin' scary.
Oh man, intimidating.
But yeah, so in Washington on Initiative 1639 that went into effect a few years ago, any rifle, any semi-automatic rifle that accepted a detachable magazine that could hold over 10 rounds was considered an assault rifle. And so you would have to take a special course to purchase that. Plus, you have to agree to a bunch of other crap. I think some of that got thrown out for being unconstitutional, where you had to sign away your HIPAA rights to allow them to look into your medical records. And the scariest part about it is they were going to have private people. It's not, law enforcement. Private people that were, voted or appointed to positions to be able to go through and look at all your medical records. And you had to allow them to come into your house.
Well, about all they're going to see from me is I've had my colon screening. I'm old. It's a necessity these days.
So
I know I'm making light of it, but
Yeah.
man, it's gotten so stupid crazy out there. I just makes me just do that.
So we got a lot of great channels out, and we got Orange 9 who's joined us. Al Chaffee, I'm probably screwing up that name. He's got a great outdoors channel and stuff. And about a week or so ago, I think it was the 15th. He did a live stream with a few other people where they did the one chip challenge. And
all those Paku chips.
Yeah, the Pake.
Or Pake. Yeah, we seen those in the at the gas station the other night. I was going to grab a couple of them and do a video with them. Me and Mrs. Hotshot.
Well, you might go over to his channel and watch a little bit of it, because So they're not like normal chips. They're like thicker, and they don't break as easy when you bite into them. And he actually cut his tongue, like pretty good. Cut his tongue with the chip. And he says, "Very hot chip."
Yeah, especially on a cut.
Yeah.
All that pepper dust. Woo! Yeah, that gets your attention real quick.
So him and Devil Dog. I'm not gonna ruin. They did a pretty darn good shot. There was 4 of them that actually participated in the chip eating, and one of them was out pretty quick. So yes, it was a pretty good live stream. And then he says he has a 8-minute video on it. So if you want to watch a little shorter thing, you can do that. And I see we've got Ting Ting out there. Uh-oh, Rob, you're in trouble now. You haven't even done anything, and she's already here to harass you.
Not good.
How do you know?
Oh, so I guess it wasn't from his tongue. He said during the live it looked like it was coming from his tongue, but he doesn't know where the bleeding came from.
Would you do one of those, Chris?
One of those chips?
Yeah.
No. God, no.
No?
Heck, I get heartburn from just about anything I did. That might kill me.
I gotta find somebody brave enough to do it with then.
Eat a whole bottle of Nexium before I do it or something.
Mylanta to the rescue.
Yeah. And I don't like milk, so I'd even be in more problem because I wouldn't be able to wash it down.
I don't think I've always read that the oils in the chili do not break down with milk.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, you hear people doing that all the time.
So milk is good for coating and stuff. And it kind of can help a little bit. But flour tortillas are actually really good if you're eating hot stuff. Have a flour tortilla with you.
Yeah. It soaks up the oil. Puts it right down puts it right down there toward the exhaust.
G Web says we're not even 20 minutes into the show and we're already talking about tongue. But we're not talking about eating tongue. We're talking about
Scorching the tongue. How's that?
Yeah, burning your tongue.
I'm gonna get a couple of them. I'm gonna find somebody to do a video with me. One of those chips.
If I was there in Ohio, I might be willing to eat the chip, but
well, Mrs. Hotshot just stepped up in the background here and said, "I'll do it with you."
Is this the one chip challenge?
yeah.
Oh shit! What do you want to bet, man?
If you can do it without,
Was it without drinking for like 30 minutes?
1
No
hour.
food, no water, something like that. An hour.
It's an hour.
Yeah.
If you want to go for they have a breakdown of
We'd
it's
try.
like 10 minutes is the minimum, and then 15 minutes, 30 minutes, and an hour, I believe it is.
Okay. Yeah. How would we go about that? We'd probably have to do it online, right? Like a live thing with cameras on, so nobody can
Yeah.
walk away and use the bathroom and all that.
That's what Al did. They were all online. They kept their cameras on. Everyone participating in it kept their cameras on. And yep.
Well, I can get in on it if you want. I don't know how long it takes to order one because they don't have them in the stores around here. I believe they got to be ordered from online, to my knowledge.
See, like Circle K gas station had them in stock.
We don't have Circle K's. I mean, if there's somewhere you guys can think of, that's obviously be a lot quicker than ordering online. But to my knowledge, you know what I mean? Like they don't sell those at Walmart or something, right? So somewhere that, a store everywhere has, I assume. So
Yeah, I think, some of the guys ordered it online, and I think a couple of the other guys went and picked it up just at a local store. So if you can find the Paquet one chip, it looks like it's in a coffin.
Yep, I know what it looks like.
You have a 7-Eleven, Rob?
No. At least none I'm aware of. I think the closest one is maybe Philadelphia, something like that.
I seen the one this morning at a Speedway.
Walgreens? You got a Walgreens?
I don't know if they
have Walgreens, and I do think we have Speedway too.
They got them at Walgreens and Pilot, Flying J's.
Yep. Got one of those. All right.
And Speedway.
Yeah, I know you can get the just regular bags of chips that Paquet is now putting out. That they're just like Doritos, but they're like habanero and stuff.
Yeah, they got fiery chili lemon, zesty salsa, jalapeno, mucho nacho cheese, haunted ghost pepper.
Yeah, that haunted ghost pepper.
Well, is one of them rated like the hottest?
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
they have a meter.
So those are just like regular bags of chips. You can just go and buy those. But like the actual one chip challenge is a single potato chip inside a sealed plastic bag all by itself inside a coffin box. Yeah, so.
They have the rating at the bottom. What each one is there.
Well, we should probably go all the way if we're going to do this, right?
Well, if we're doing the one chip challenge, it's one single chip.
Yep.
It's the hottest. Yes, Scotsman. So basically, a single chip is like buying primers way overpriced. Exactly.
Yeah, like $15 a chip, I think.
I think at the Circle K where I saw them, they were only like, I think $10 or something. Oh yeah, you can get them online for $6.50, or you can order them for $16. Or they, oh crap! It looks like they have a new one. I guess we'd have to decide which. So let me show her.
What kind of wager are we putting here? Obviously, you know, it's got to be
See.
legal, but
You've got this one here, or you've got this one here. So are we gonna want to go with the 2022 or the 2021 chip?
They got
I'd say
the
2022.
Yeah, I'll do the 22 because that's what I seen at Speedway this morning. So I'm gonna go back tomorrow and pick up a few of them.
See G Web's pro tip out there. That's a good idea. There's probably a lot of them.
Probably. So they are out there. Are the
Well, Mr.
Scoville?
Ron Wayne, I don't know if they are, but me and mine are going to do it and make a video on it. Just because we're stupid.
I think if we're gonna do it, we might as well just all do it at the same time, be dumbasses, and do it online where everyone can watch and laugh at us.
So what? Okay, because I guess I missed on the time thing, the 10 minutes, the 20 minutes. What is the time like before you can drink water or anything like that? Is that what it is?
So this is they have a deal that says like what what their layout is, and so like here, how long can you last before you short circuit? You got 1 minute is powerless, and then you got 10 minutes, which is powerful. 30 minutes is supercharged, and then 1 hour is invincible. And if we do it, we can always put in the hashtag in there, hashtag one chip challenge, so that people can watch us.
This was just genius marketing too. You gotta be making money, tons of money.
That's right, Scotsman. You got to be rich, stupid, and up for punishment. Okay, got it. Yep. You got to be willing to spend money to hurt yourself. So sick.
Have any of you guys ever done this before?
No. I've eaten a lot of hot stuff, so that's not. I'm trying to see if it tells what the Scovilles are. So if you've ever eaten Carolina Reaper, this has a lot of the Reaper in it. I'm not finding.
I might as well be honest and tell you guys, I've done this before. I've already said I have online. There was actually some video, but I never posted it. I don't know if it's on this phone, one of my other phones, whatever. So I have no idea. But I'm going to tell you, this shit is serious, man. So, like, you're going to know, like, you know, it could be a problem. You don't like hot stuff. You don't want to do this. I'm telling you now, it's not worth it. The oil will stick with you.
Oh yeah,
That's what I'm saying. Like, you guys want to do it, I'll do it. But there's got to be something. I don't know. You know, something. There's got to be something to it. A BS trophy or something. Like, because it is punishment.
Wrestling belt. We need to get a belt made.
Al says it's $2 million on the Scoville.
That's high.
Well, just the word million is scary enough.
Yeah, but then you have to double that.
Yeah. I'm already getting heartburn just thinking about this.
West Convenient Pat's out there saying he's already puckering just thinking about it.
But he's a pretty smart guy. He said nope.
Nope. Al says, LOL, bragging rights. Scotsman says, y'all pay $1 million and I'll consider it. No, this is...
Give me $500,000. I'll eat 2 of them at once. All right? It will end.
So
the burn will stop eventually.
we got Krabby out there. Yeah. You know, the one thing when I was watching Al, a lot of them said after about 8 to 10 minutes, the burning on the tongue and mouth kind of subsided.
Nah, man, you just go numb at that point.
Al said he paid $42 for that chip. You could have probably got it on Amazon for $9.
That's crazy. $42.
But he's in Canada.
Wow.
He's out in the middle of like Nowheresville. I think he's in like Nova Scotia.
There's a lot of handling charges to get packages there.
Oh, no Canada. Who was I thinking that was up in Canada? I know BC Gerbs is up there, who was on the panel. He didn't last very long. 15 to 25 minutes.
Oh, he was on the panel for that challenge?
Yeah, he was one of them that was the... He's in Newfoundland. Yeah. That's still part of Canada, right? Oh, Nova Scotia. Oh, but past Nova Scotia. I didn't remember. But yeah, I found his channel. Yes, Rob?
I was going to say, so what are you thinking? Like next week?
I don't know. Who's all going to participate?
Middle of the week show out the blue for you.
I'll do it and do a video on it.
You don't want to do it live?
I don't know, depends on what my schedule's like. I got a busy week next week. Check my calendar.
You know, we can. We're definitely have to have a co-host, somebody who's not doing the chip challenge, so that while everybody else is crying over the heat, they can, be talking and laughing at us.
Man, that's got to be beautiful up there where Al's at.
If you guys could get them, I got Tuesday evening open. I got work during the day, but I should be done with that by 3-4 o'clock.
I could get a check this evening, like right after dinner. Don't know if they'll have them, but I can check.
I would say, why don't we get all the chip? Everyone who's going to participate, get the chips, and then we can schedule a live stream that fits everybody's schedule.
My thoughts exactly. I know I can just go pick them up tomorrow. And they're 10 minutes up the road from me.
I would prefer doing them on my day off.
Last time I was over on the ocean, they had them, but I can't say that they have them, so that's about a 2-hour drive.
Weekend, you got Amazon Prime? Bam.
I do not have Amazon Prime.
Can we get Foss to make like a LED chip trophy or something for this?
Need a wrestling belt. Like a big gold
Yeah.
belt.
Man, something like World Television title belt. It'd be the YouTube butthead belt.
The YouTube dumbass belt.
Yeah, there you go.
I was a dumbass and won the one chip challenge against 4 other people. Lakeview Outdoors says he'll do the one chip challenge with us.
You don't know how serious it is until you do it.
No, we don't.
I have eaten Carolina Reapers.
It's all talk until you eat the chip, man.
I hear you, Rob.
So ask around, buddy. Ask around.
Why did you do it the first time?
A friend got it for me, and out the blue before I even knew it was a thing, and I had no idea it was a thing. It was, and did it. Didn't realize there was a time frame deal, so I didn't record long enough, I don't think. But basically, basically did it because my friend wanted me to. I guess I don't know if that makes any sense. So I didn't think it was going to be as severe as it is, because I've eaten this, I've eaten that. As a kid, if I swore I got hot sauce and liked it, and blah 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 blah. So I didn't think it was going to be a problem. I tell you something, that was a problem, man. So I got through it, though. But it's serious. Like I said, it's serious. So, like, that's why I said there's got to be something. Like, I don't know, some kind of something, or else I don't really think it's worth it, because it is punishment.
We'll have to figure something out. Oh, yes. And Al does bring up a good point. We probably want to make sure we have some latex gloves or disposable gloves, because you don't want to get that oils on your skin and then touch something sensitive.
Pretty sure it comes with a glove. in the coffin. So I believe so. It either comes with a glove or it tells you to immediately wash your hands afterwards. So I wasn't going to bring it up, but you guys bring it up because, you touch your eyes, you're done. You're done. So I would recommend down the whole chip because once you eat half, you ain't going to want to eat the other half. So you might as well just eat the whole damn thing and wash your hands and hold on for the ride. Or have some hand wipes or something by you, I guess, because you're probably going to wipe your eye or something, especially if you're on camera. So,
Yeah, I'm staring at the box of nitrile gloves right now. I'm a tattoo guy, so I've always got boxes of them hanging around.
there you go.
I already thought about that. I mean, I will completely glove up. I'm not going to take any chances. Dispose of the gloves properly. Yep. and wash the hands after, just because.
So Chris, you gonna be on the panel when we do the chips, just so that you can keep talking while the rest of us are agonizing in pain?
Oh yeah, I'm not gonna miss that. I'm gonna sit here and laugh at all of you.
And you're going to be over there drinking a beer.
Yeah.
I hope I don't puke live.
Oh yeah.
That'd suck.
No, yeah. Then we got to make the rule: no shutting the cameras off. Like,
Yeah,
So
if
you're
you
having
shut your
stuff coming out your nose and all types of stuff.
oh
So
man.
you're gonna want tissues or something right there. It's I don't want to say similar to getting CS gas, but it's pretty good.
So if you turn your camera off or you walk away so that you can't be seen by the camera, you're done. You automatically have disqualified yourself.
If you got to step,
No one knows what you're.
If you got to turn your back and take care of some business, man. I mean, come on, you can't go right.
Oh well, that's
if the camera's still rolling, but you're still hanging around. I mean, that should be good.
But
what if I got to walk on the floor like a fish? And I go out the side of my laptop. It's like, I mean, you can hear me. I'm still there.
Dude, you should have your wife do it first. Because she ain't gonna wanna if you do it first. I'm telling you right now.
That's gonna have to be exact same.
I know.
Time.
So if we do it, we'll do it live. We'll have our cameras on, and we'll all eat the chip at the same time and cry in pain at the same time.
God, we're stupid. But what the hell?
Misfits Darling asked me if I was going to do it. I don't know. I'm going to have to think about this one.
You said you get heartburn easy?
Oh, yeah.
I wouldn't do it, man. Seriously. You might end up with a problem. So, the normal guy is going to feel this. So, if you're sensitive like that, I wouldn't recommend it.
See,
well,
where's Craig from Georgia?
I'm sorry, G.
Nope, go for it.
No, I'm all right. Go ahead.
Where's Craig from Georgia Trapping and Fishing? We'll get him in on this. That'd be funny. Have you guys watched any of his stuff? Hey, I asked about him
in right when you said.
I know. So Craig, we're gonna do the one chip challenge live on a live stream. You want to participate? Grab one of the world's hottest chips and eat it live on camera. See, the thing is it's a potato chip, and it's not any kind of innards of an animal. So I'm not asking you to eat, menudo live on stream.
Yeah, that stuff's gross.
You say manure?
Menudo menudo and pozole and lingua, all delicious stuff to eat.
Oh,
Menudo's disgusting, man. That's got cow stomach lining in it.
Menudo is actually really, really good for if you got a hangover.
Ugh, yeah. You know what? That's what it was given to me for, was a hangover by my friend Javier Menteguiaga. And he's from Venezuela. So he grew up eating like homemade menudo. And he was, and I woke up one morning and I was both hung, and he said, "Here, man, eat this. This will get rid of everything. It's a cure. It's a cure." It's like, "What is it?" And he's like, "Just try it. Just try it." No. Then he laughed at me and told me what it was. And yeah, no. I'm adventurous, but not if I don't have to be that adventurous.
you do have standards.
Yeah, like if I'm in Venezuela and I'm starving, and that's what's in front of me, I'm going to eat it. But voluntarily, no.
I love all the carne asada. The carne asada is just steak. It's nothing crazy. Now if you're talking like barbacoa,
Barbacoa is good.
it is. It's delicious. But when some people find out about what it is, they're like, "Oh God, I'm not going to eat that."
Yeah, I know. But man, if you don't tell them, it's like, this is the best stuff in the world.
This is
I know,
served out well.
It's served out all over the place. You go to like any good Roach Coach, any good taco wagon.
I don't eat at those places.
Yeah, those
Look, Rob,
man, you have not.
Salads are great, but every once in a while you got to have a break day where you just.
Oh yeah, I do. But usually that's like a nice bar, like with good food, and there's no reference of roaches. I mean, what is this Roach Coach?
A Roach Coach is a food truck that goes around to the factories.
Yeah, taco wagons. A lot of us call them Roach Coaches.
Yeah, but that's just it. Who knows? Like that ground beef, they're probably just, when it gets down in the pan or whatever, they probably just scoop another pan on there, and you're eating ground beef from 2 weeks ago, and it tastes good because it's all in a taco mix. A little bit of sweat, snot rocket in there, some ice. I just no, man.
Who gets ground beef at a taco wagon? If you're going to like an authentic truck, you're getting carne asada, you're getting, chicken, pollo, you're getting, lingua,
no
pastor,
do you eat flank steak?
Barbacoa.
Rob? Do you eat flank steak?
I believe I've had flank steak before.
Excellent cut of beef that is more used by the Spanish community for cooking.
Okay.
Very, very, very.
That's what they make
in Spanish cooking. My second wife was Mexican, and could she cook? Woo! Too bad she was crazy, but her cooking was great.
Yeah, that's what they make carne asada out of, is flank steak or skirt steak.
Mm-hmm.
Just really thin steak that they can marinate overnight. Beer, lime juice, and some other seasonings. Goes in a container, sits in the refrigerator overnight, and then it's barbecued the next day. Damn, it's fucking delicious.
That sounds great, man.
We gotta get Burnaby Sanchez. Bernie, you should join us when we do the one chip challenge. So yeah, you like hot stuff, so
You ain't gonna like this.
You're so encouraging.
I am.
I'm just being honest.
So we have two great channels in our community, guys, that are up and coming channels, and both of them are under 100, and they put out some great videos. One is Mrs. Hotshot. She's been out there just pounding those videos. I mean, she's got to have almost 100 videos, and she still has less than 100 channel friends. We need to get those numbers up. And then we got Burnaby Sanchez. You know, he's out there putting out a lot of good videos and stuff, and he's still under 100. So
I can't help him
definitely
out.
say, already subscribed.
Yep. I'm one of the 96.
So, I mean, he's right there close. I mean, he just needs 4 channel friends to, you know, then he can have his own custom URL. So, and that's one of the first milestones, you know, as a smaller channel, is hitting that 100, where you can then customize your URL, and you can kind of have it whatever you want, you know. So,
Hey, did you see David's question out there? He's asked it a couple times. He wants to know if anyone has tried birch beer. I know I haven't.
I have not tried birch beer.
Yeah, I believe I have. That's he's speaking of the soda.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a white birch too, which is actually pretty good. So it's an acquired taste. I mean, it's all depends. One of my kids loved it, so it was one of the things I used to get all the time.
All right, so we got Bernie's YouTube channel link out there. We're gonna watch it and see if it hits 100. I know I'm already subscribed to his channel.
Let me.
Why is birch beer made with tongue or pig intestines or something? Was there a catch to that question or what?
I bet he's gonna tell us. He's at 98. $99. Bernie's going over 100.
Ticking down, ticking down, ticking down, ticking down, ticking down, ticking down.
This is always one of my favorite things to do live. I love it when G-Webs does it on his chat. I've watched him do get a couple channels over 1,000. That's always cool watching him do that.
So he's at 99. 99. Let's refresh it and see if he's broke the 100 yet. Nope, we got him at 99. One person.
Come on, people.
And I will throw Mrs. Hotshot's link out there in a minute once we get him to 100. We're still sitting at 99. Ron says he's going to grab his wife to go over there. There we go, guys. Congrats, Bernie. You've now got 100 channel friends.
All right.
So search here.
$103 now.
Hell yeah.
I call for a 100 sub giveaway.
So I'm going to grab a link. That should be to. That should go to Mrs. Hotshot. So let's try to get her to 100. She's at 72, guys.
Chicago Mike's at 89. He's almost to 100.
Yeah, we got a lot of great. There she goes. She's up at 75.
It's gonna be the get everybody over 100 show.
Yep.
All right, we'll let that one marinate for a while. We'll see how many people get over to Mrs. Hot Shots, and then I'll throw Mike's channel out there. Get him up there too.
I can't help Mike out either, man. I'm already subbed.
I know.
I think I'm subscribed also. So,
But we'll push it out there. We'll push it.
Yeah. So. I have been subscribed to Mrs. Hotshot since like channel. I think I was number 2 on our channel. She's up to 77. What's going on, Mr. Gun-toting pacifist and Mario Molina? So, trying to get a couple channels up over 100 channel friends. So, we succeeded with Bernabe Sanchez. And guys, these guys are in a lot of chats, helping support each channel, throwing out links. Sometimes they're mods in certain channels, so they're out there helping, take care of trolls that show up and stuff. I think it's just, the least we can do to show some respect and, encourage them to keep putting out videos. So yeah, let's
She's up to 79.
Jamie sounds like he's gonna have some fun. Go play with a broken washing machine.
Ooh.
So we shall see. Yep, we got her 79. So
Won't be long.
She appreciates it.
I know I appreciate how much she participates in all of my channel videos and everything, and Rob's over there eating pizza. But
Not pizza.
oh,
Salad.
MC says he fixed his washer this morning. I guess today's the day of broken washing machines. So we can throw Burnaby's link back out in the chat if somebody could do that. Yep, we got Chicago Mike out there. He said he needed what? 12 people? You're probably muted there, Chris.
Yeah, he had 11 to go. Let's see here. He's at 92.
What happened to DM Foss tonight?
Yeah, I was going to ask that too. Are you there, G?
I'm seeing 94 on Chicago Mike. Creeping.
G23 is going to his 12 other accounts.
He's at 96.
Boss have a unexpected mouse party last night or something? Maybe he got stuck in one of them hamster wheels. Well, maybe I was wrong. G23 might have 24 accounts.
Crap. I've been over here talking with my mic muted. So I know he's a graveyarder, so sometimes being able to make the show in the middle of the day is a little hard. So, and I only have one account on YouTube.
Yeah, right.
David, I was going to answer David's question out there because I think he's actually asked this twice. If you're strictly going to stay with the heavier bullets, I would go 1 and 10 on your twist. That should cover you pretty good down to 165, 168. I shoot 165 grain, and I got a 1 in 10 twist.
Yeah, 1 in 10 would probably be a great. He's saying he's gonna stick to like
He said he
180
he was
grain.
saying 180.
So Mr. Brokeloader 2 says, what's going on over here? We're trying to get a few different channels to 100 channel friends. We got Bernie to 100, and so
If Brokeloader goes over and subs Chicago Mike's channel, that'll put him at 99.
yeah. So just trying to, and then these guys, you know, they can do their own custom URLs. So you could have like, I know Bernie threw my channel link out, and you can see in there where it says G23, you know, reloading from the hot pot. If you go searching for him, it pops up reloading from the hot pot. So putting those custom URLs in there also kind of makes it a lot easier for when people are searching. They can find your channel a lot easier. So.
All right, so if we can get Brokeloader to do it, and we get 223 DMR just jumped in, we get him to go over and sub, well, that'll put him over 100.
Hunting and stuff with J&J is out there. So yeah, we got a lot of good channels popping in. So
What's going on, J&J? Good to see you.
you want to double check Chicago Mike, because I think he's over 100 now.
Bam! 103.
So congrats.
Congratulations, Mike. That's awesome, man. Jer Bear is with us.
We've got 2 channels up over 100 this evening. Can we go for a trifecta?
Get hot. Get hot shot over. Hot. We need to get her over, don't we?
I don't know. She's still hovering at 79.
Ha.
So there goes Mrs. Hotshot's link again. I'll take you to a little short video.
We put all the links out there, Jer Bear. We got Chicago Mike and Mrs. Hotshot and
Mr. Burnaby
Burnaby.
Sanchez.
Yeah.
So he said, David says, Chris, does it matter between 18 and 20 inches? Or an 18 or a 20-inch barrel? So your longer barrel is gonna like stabilize your round, and you're gonna be more accurate further. But 2 inches, I'm not sure that that's gonna make a whole lot of a difference unless you're really pushing it out there, you know.
Well, he said earlier he didn't really want to shoot over 100 yards, and I would probably go with the 18-inch barrel because I'd want it a little more compact anyway, especially on an AR. But that's just me.
I agree with you, Chris. I do a 1 in 10, 18-inch. Not worry about it. You're shooting 50 to 100 yards with it. with that 1 in 10, 18, I mean, you can stretch that 308 out. If you want to stretch it, you can stretch it out 300 accurate all day long.
Mm-hmm.
You know, maybe even push it further if you're good, but
See, I would be on the side of going with like a 24-inch barrel.
we're not trying to hit 1,000. She's trying to hit a deer at 50.
Yeah, but you're still gonna have, you know, better velocity, better accuracy, and even if you're only going to be going 100, 150 yards, you're still have the ability to go out 600 yards if necessary.
That would increase your velocity a lot, and you might hit a deer at 100 yards with a 24-inch barrel. You might chase it for a while.
Oh, don't forget he's a Glock guy, so they always want more. They're constantly searching for perfection.
So
I do own a Glock, and then I own a Glockish.
So MC says, I have about 350 feet per second drop in velocity from 2775 with a 20-inch 308 and 2400 feet per second with a 12-inch. So I guess a 20 wouldn't be too horrible.
So yesterday I was out filming, and I was filming some new 10 millimeter rounds that I found in a store that I hadn't seen before. And I was getting 1360 out of my 6-inch barrel on my Glock 40. Then when I put them in this High Point carbine, they were running out at like 1450. So about 10 inches difference in barrel length. I was upping them around 120 feet per second faster. Going from the 6-inch barrel up to, and I don't even think the High Point has a 16-inch barrel. I think it's like 16 point something. I don't know. But there's about 120 feet per second difference there between the two, because I was running them through the chrono. I did not say hi to Andy. Andy 79Z28 is out there. The Zinc Doctor.
Yeah, so we got Jerbear Tactical out there, 223 DMR, Andy 79Z28, all great people. And we have Miss Hotshot up to 83 subscribers now.
Woo!
So she's getting closer.
Broke Loader said, I like 450 Bushmaster. I love 450 Bushmaster. It was one of my favorite rounds.
So, yep, we're trying to go for a trifecta. You know, most channels will push one single. Let's get this person up over a certain number. We said we're going for 3.
All right, David's got another question. What brand of bolt action uses AR-10 magazines? I remember years ago I had a Mossberg MVP bolt action, and it used AR-10 mags. And I hated that gun, and I got rid of it. I've got a Remington 700 in a Magpul stock, and it uses the Magpul AICS mags. So I don't know if you'll actually be able to find one that runs on the AR-10 mags. You might be able to find quite a few that run on the AICS, but I think the Mossberg MVP is the only one I know of right offhand that'll run on the AR mags.
I didn't say the only one I could think of is the Mossberg.
Yeah.
Not to say there isn't others out there, but I think that's probably like, one of the more popular that you're going to come across.
Chicago Mike. Hey, Chris, what's some good gun stores in your area? When we are done shooting Saturday at Crawford, I'm going to take you up to Finn. You'll love that place. It's about an hour drive north of there. Where are we at now?
Still sitting at 83.
All kinds of good questions. J&J says, what do you think about the PSA Rock 57 and a Ruger 5.7? Good for home defense. Palmetto State was actually running, I think I saw it yesterday. They had blemished rocks for, I want to say $4.99, and it came with 10 magazines.
Yep, $500. I seen
Yep.
that. I seen that ad too.
Now, what does blemish mean? I don't know, but
So a lot of them, when they say there's a blemish, it's scratches on the finish or,
It looks like a block.
something like that. It's nothing like that's going to affect functionality. It's just that there might be a scratch or a ding in like the slide, so they can't actually sell it for full value.
Chicago Mike says the Ruger 5.7 is not as popular like it used to be. Yeah, but it's going to all come back around now with them having that new 5.7 carbine out. And I went dry fired one at the gun shop the other day, and that is a nice rifle. I just don't want to pay the price for 5.7 ammo.
Yeah, see them box. It was close to $40 a box.
Yeah.
Store last. Like that's pretty steep.
And supposedly it's a royal pain in the ass to reload too, so it's not the right round for me.
If it was me, I'd probably go away from the 5.7 and go with the 22 TCM.
Oh yeah, there you go. That's a great round.
It performs just like the 5.7. Actually, I think it actually outperforms with better velocity, better ballistics, and a lot easier to reload.
Yeah, and what's who else? I know. Okay, obviously Rock Island has. That's what I've got. I've got the 9mm and the 22 TCM barrel for mine. But who else? There's other companies too that have 22. I think Glock. Don't they make a 22 TCM slide for the Glocks?
Yep. Yep, they do for a Glock, for your 1911s. I believe there's a SIG 22 TCM barrel out there. Not sure if M&P has one.
You can still pick up 22 TCM for right around $20 a box for 50 rounds too. It's not one of the ones that skyrocketed.
That's a lot cheaper than 5.7.
Mm-hmm.
I think the 5.7 was like a 20 round or 25 round box. It was a tiny little box for like dang near $40.
Yeah, and you're talking out of a 5-inch barrel, you're talking about 2,050 feet per second. So it's fast.
I sure the hell wouldn't sleep on a 22 TCM. You know, it's not one that doesn't perform. So, yeah, I think a lot of people just overlook it because it's not been out there hyped by your super big gun channels on YouTube and stuff like that. They're not out there, really talking a whole lot about 22 TCM. Go ahead, Rob.
That 22 TCM, that's similar to like 357 SIG, right? Not in the fact of power or whatever or speed, but the fact that it's a neck down pistol cartridge.
Yes. So if I remember right, it's a neck down 32 ACP or 380 to 22. Let's see. Yeah, that's a. So yeah.
And it's still a 40 grain bullet.
Artax says 22 TC is neck down 9mm case.
Is it or is it neck down TT3? I thought it was a.
That's a bad little booger, though.
Yeah, it looks like it could be fun.
Andy says neck down 223.
Okay. Well, if Andy says it, it's right. So I thought it was because I thought the same thing when I first got mine. I thought it was a neck down 9mm just because of the fact you run it, because you do run it in your 9mm mags. But then I read up on it and I remembered reading that it was a neck down 223.
We're 15 away from Mrs. Hotshot getting 100. But
no, Chris, we could probably just cut down some 223 and make some.
That would be cool, wouldn't it?
So
I wonder if there's dies for that.
The 22 TCM?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's guys out there.
They actually have their own powder. I forget what company makes it, but there's a powder called TCM just for it.
Huh.
I save all my rounds. I probably got about 400 cases right now down in the reload room. I always pick it up because I said one of these days I'll probably reload it.
So let's add Mrs.
Fed is
Hotshot back.
out there. He said he just subbed her channel.
We're sitting 85, so. Yeah, so. So, Tactical Fed says you take the 223 case, trim them to 300 blackout, then trim to 22 TCM. Jerry Bear says he believes it's Hodgdon makes the TCM powder. So, but yeah, that's one wicked round. I got to shoot it, and I didn't. So, who was it? C4 Defense had brought it up, and he had a video on it, and then I was offered a chance to shoot one that one of my former coworkers' cousins had, and it was a fun little round. So, Chicago Mike said he sent you something there, Chris.
All right, I'll go check.
Accurate.
Yeah. It says all the load data too for it.
Hell yeah. Imagine if you were reloading it with like a 36 grain.
I just think that would be way easier to reload if it's on that cut down 223 case than those 5.7s, man. Those things are like little bitty bar straws.
Yeah, and the 5.7, it requires a special reloading die that has like a cutout in the side of it.
Oh, right there's what I want to load. 35 grain V Max. That would be nasty little booger there.
So, David Walcott, it says, is 22 LR reloadable? Yes.
Do you want to do it?
No. So, 22 is reloadable, but just like 17 HMR is reloadable, and there's people out there that reload 17 HMR and stuff. It's going to be one hell of a process to do it. Unfortunately, with 22, more likely than not, you're never going to see a return on investment. And you're not going to really see a return on investment reloading. It's not like you're saving money or anything like that, because what money you would theoretically save just means that now you used to shoot 100 rounds and now you can shoot 200 rounds for that same price, or 300 rounds for that same price. And so now you're going to shoot more. Where reloading really, really helps you, and this is my personal thought, is you can dial that round in to the handgun that you have, or the rifle that you have. And because you can take 6 of the same firearms made right after each other, and every single one of them is going to shoot differently. They're going to like different grain weights and stuff like that. So to be able to dial it in and find the grain weight, the powder charge, and everything that your firearm will perform the most accurate and really enjoys, then you're going to then be able to experience a lot more fun and be able to really test what you can do, because every firearm is way more accurate than any of us will ever be. Any of you guys have anything?
I heard you just can't shoot, and you thought reloading was going to help you hit the broadside of a barn.
Just wait. I'm going to show you the proper way, because I saw your little, I'm going to shoot gangsta style. Come on, you didn't even do it right. So
Hey,
I'm going to put out.
I'm not an expert like you. That's what I'm saying. But, that's the whole point. I mean, I don't know how you're going to hit anything, in that stance like that. I don't think reloading is going to help.
I'm going to show you.
If you actually slowed down the car before you opened up and got the proper stance, it might improve things.
No, you keep the car rolling at like 40 and make sure you got it turned sideways. And see, the major thing you're always forgetting, you got to take your left hand and put it on your crotch and pull up while you're shooting.
Driving?
while you're driving.
Or you got the wife driving?
No, you gotta, it's the way it's done.
Hey, Chicago Mike, I looked at that roundup that you sent me, which it looks like a really good round, but to be honest, I mean, really honestly, ballistically wise, it's the exact same thing as the Hornady VMAX. And it's probably a lot easier to get your hands on Hornady VMAX than it is trying to get your hands on that. The feet per second were about the exact same bullet weight. One's got a red tip, one's got a blue tip. So the 55 grain VMAX would probably work just as well.
Well, it's VMAX red.
Yeah.
You might be in the Crips, man.
Well, that's true. Or you could go with the Nosler of Armageddons. They're gray.
He's in G23's chat. You never know.
Sonny Guns knows what it is. You gotta have the baby mama driving.
You said about saving money reloading, right? Well, once you get everything and you have the return on your investment, and then the rest of it just comes along with basic supplies. Today, it cost me $14 in ammunition to shoot the match. By the math.
How many rounds you shoot?
Right around 140.
What caliber?
9mm.
Gene, you
Not
shot
bad,
really
buddy.
good today, buddy.
My score didn't say that.
You didn't place bad. You were where did you end up? You weren't that much past further than me.
With those two big boo-boos, I ended up 17th.
Yeah, but you looked good today. You were moving good. You were fast on the trigger.
I just had.
I mean, you shot the overall match really good. That just where you missed that one port is what really got you. That probably knocked you back 4 or 5 spots.
Yeah. Just that buzzer goes off, man. Sometimes. Brr.
I've been there many times. I don't know. Today I don't know. Today I just kept my shit together, I guess. I
What's
still
going
didn't
on
finish
your
top
run today?
10. I kept thinking on the way home, like I know I shot good enough today to make top 10. And then I was like, damn it, I came in 11th.
I thought you'd be top 10 for sure. I was really proud of Keith. He just needs an open gun. He needs to run open. He does.
I know, and he wants that gun so bad, but Bill wants 8,000 for that gun. So,
well, it's a nice gun, and there's
$8,000.
what do you say? Four barrels.
Is that the Atlas
no, it's Phoenix Trinity. It's a
race gun?
custom made.
Yeah. So Rob asked both of you guys, what firearm were you using in your competition?
Oh, I was running my Ruger carbine that I always run.
I run a Sig Sauer AXG Pro.
We shoot different divisions. Gene's in the carry optics division. I'm in PCC.
So
I'll tell you what, because I was so nervous going into today because I'm like, that was the first match I shot since I did that complete rebuild on my gun. And I didn't have not one hiccup today. All the mags worked. So whatever, like you said, 140 rounds. I had no failure to feeds, no stovepipes. Because man, I put a lot of new parts in that gun, and I'm like, I don't know if it's going to run right today or not. But
it ran great.
It did. It was on. And that grip, that was the only thing I changed. And that gun felt 100% better with that new Magpul K2 XL grip on it. I wished I'd have done that a long time ago. That grip was amazing. The angle on it, because I went with the straighter one. It's a lot straighter than the grip I had before. And I'm telling you right now, I made up my mind. Next time I'm down at Cabela's, I'm going to pick up about 5 or 6 of those grips. I'm changing every one of them out on every AR I got.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm a huge fan of that Fab Defense grip, the one with finger grooves in it.
So I have that one on one of my 300 blackouts, and it's nice. So I was trying to explain to Devin on the way home. So my tandem cross grip, it had the finger grooves, but it was, it's got that rubber cover on it, and it, when I especially today where we had to shoot 2 retreat stages, when I'm running out of there with only one hand on that gun, that grip has a tendency to kind of like the rubber twists, you know what I mean? Like it with that Magpul grip, it was just, and it's so, man, that XL is so much bigger than any of their other grips, and it was just, I don't know. I got big hands, so it just felt perfect in my hand. But
Good.
yeah, I'm changing every one of my grips over to that K2. I love it.
Might have to give that a looky see. I seen it on your gun, but I didn't feel your gun up today or anything. I felt up the Phoenix, but I didn't feel up yours.
Yeah. I can't wait to get that Phoenix. I'm going to go pick that up this week. That's going to be fun reviewing it. I'm not going to want to give it back. I know.
Call me.
Okay.
Call me.
He's giving me 200 rounds of ammo, so.
Ooh, yeah. Call me.
If we could get the other barrel for it and the other spring, we could just run regular 9mm through it.
Yeah, I'll bring some.
We could run the snot out of it.
Ooh, I'll bring a bunch. I'll supply the 9mm ammo, the standard one.
I see that out there, Rob. Hey.
Oh, sorry, couldn't help myself.
Why do you think he's worried about his grip? He's married. That's a whole new ball game.
So, David Walcott says, "What's a good brass after you shoot them?"
For
What do you mean?
if it's 9mm,
I'm thinking he's probably still talking about his 308.
All of it, as long as it's in spec. That's it. As long as
So
it's
if you-
sized correctly, trimmed correctly, inspected correctly, cleaned correctly, primer still fit in nice, use it.
So a lot of the times, and I'm still really new to the reloading thing, so as long as you're, like they're saying, is inspecting, trimming, annealing your brass properly on rifle cartridges, as long as you're not like overcharging them and really going for like a hot load and stuff, and like pushing your SAMI specs, you're probably gonna get, what was it, 20 to 25 shots, I think is what people are saying they're getting out of a lot of your cases. Now, I think pistol, you get a little more than that depending on how you're loading them.
the only brass that I have an issue with is 224 Valkyrie. It's notorious for blowing out the primer pockets. But other than that, I mean, I don't have any. I probably got 308 rounds and 6.5 rounds that have been loaded 10, 11 times now on the same brass. But 224 is really the only thing I have issues with. Sometimes I'll get 2 or 3 firings out of it. Sometimes I'll only get the one and the pocket's blown out.
That stinks.
Yeah, it's a problematic round, that's for sure. It's fun. I mean, when you get it dialed in and it shoots good, it's great, but it's hell on brass.
I think we're going to plan a meeting. Me and we were talking about it on the last chat about all of us getting together. Maybe it wasn't on the chat. Maybe it was. Anyways, about doing maybe a meeting in the spring down at Spencer at Dead Zero. Contacting the club down there and setting aside a couple days to have a YouTube and our friends meet, where people we see and chat with all the time on here, comment all the time on here. We invite everybody down, to everybody to meet and to shoot.
How many rooms did that hotel have there that was real close?
It's got, I would say, roughly 15 that are serviceable. And some of the rooms, like our room had 2 beds in it. Jamie and Mark's room had 3 beds in it. I mean, so people could, get together and double up.
Is there any other hotels like close in that vicinity?
Right down the road, there's cottages.
Okay.
And then there's other hotels close too, like in Sparta. Sparta's like 20, 30 minutes away, depending on where you're going in it. And there's hotels over there too. But we would go ahead and get in contact with the way in down there and get in contact with the range and try to just set it up. So it's like one price for everybody to do everything. Because if you go to the pistol bay side, you pay one price to shoot there, and you get 5 bays that's just running, just run a gun steel and anything from 10 yards to 60 yards. And then you got the long range rifle side of it that goes out to 1,000 yards.
I'd love that. I think it would be so much fun to meet a bunch of people that are always in the side chats. I love meeting people in person, I think it'd be a good time.
I do too.
Robert Ribbit has joined the chat. You might want to tell them what you're doing here, G. We've had a few new people jump in. Maybe they can get over there and subscribe to Hot Shots channel.
Yep. So right now we're trying to get Mrs. Hotshot to 100 channel friends, 100 tribe members, however you want to look at it. And we've got her to 88 so far. So congrats again to Mr. Bernie, who we got up over 100, and Chicago Mike. So I'm going to throw out her link again. It's in the chat, but here is a link to her channel. So we can try to get her up over 100. She needs 12 more. Just 12 more people. So.
Just so you're aware, the trifecta has been hit. So maybe not on the 100 mark, but I was one away from crossing 100. And I believe Ron out there subscribed. So I just crossed 100 mark myself. So your trifecta did it. And the third one was silent.
Is that your backup channel?
No, I honestly don't have a backup channel, unlike the Glock guy.
Hey, Jer Bear, I just threw a link out there to TT3 DMR's channel that you asked for.
Yeah, and so did Tactical FUD. So,
Range Bros is out there.
Yeah, we've got Nebraska Gun Freaks out there, 6-shooter Texans out there. So, we got a lot of great channels out here.
Oh, Tread's out there too. Let's see, Tread. He said GSC did that one year, and then the next year was when COVID hit and it all got canceled. Yeah, I think we're gonna try to do it again this spring. I'm
Yep.
definitely coming down for that.
So, welcome Range Bros TV. Robert Ribbit Harrison. Wow. BV Luminous is out there. And then Ron Wayne. Dude, his channel is just blowing up. Have you guys... When I first subscribed to him, he was like 1,500. And now he's like pushing 10,000. And he's only a few months old. His channel is...
Whoa, what's he doing? Torquing and stuff?
He's been on the running like a lot of shorts and stuff. And whatever he's doing it right. Because, yeah, I mean...
I wasn't even sub to his channel. I am now.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's 10.8 thousand. All right, Ron, I got you now. I'm subbed to your channel, buddy. Sorry, I thought I was already subbed. Man, he's got a lot of nice guns.
Yeah, I think his channel is like 6 months old or something like that.
All right, Ron. Who did you pay and how much?
He's kicking all our asses.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what he figured out in the algorithm and stuff, but you know, the thing is yeah, he's got his channel is blowing up, but without like running just the shorts and stuff, it's gonna take a lot longer to get your 4K watch hours.
Man, sounds like he don't need no advice from you.
He's got 5,190,000 views.
Wow. Well, Rob, he does put out videos where he can have standard capacity magazines, so that may make a difference for you.
Might be it. Might be it.
He says uploaded every day for 2 months at the same exact time.
It's freaking awesome. Huh.
Ooh, Misty chimed in on that one.
Well, we left the wife out. She's the cameraman.
Yeah, so she's probably the reason his channel is doing so well. Because without a great camera woman, she's probably the secret on his editing too.
I just subbed her because of that, because Mrs. Hotshot does a lot of videos of me. She really helps me out.
Yep. So let's check Mrs. Hotshot's channel and see if she's broke the 90 mark yet.
She said she'll do a giveaway if she gets 100 subs.
Are we giving Gene away?
We've upped the ante now.
Just 2 hours. 2 hours.
What?
After
It
that,
looks like
after that, I get bored with whatever I'm doing, so I have to go to the next thing.
did somehow she lose 5 subscribers? Went from 89 to 84.
I'm showing 89 on my end.
Might be YouTube.
I'll refresh it.
Yeah, I was just at 89 and then I refreshed and it dropped to 84.
YouTube's already shadow banning her or whatever.
I know.
Oh, man.
This is my woman like that. You can't talk to my fiance like that.
All right, Misty, you got another new sub. I just subbed your channel too.
Yeah, it dropped to 84 somehow.
It'll go back up. This stuff always happens when they're doing these.
Well, I guess you got to keep her out there, Gene. She says, "Nope, I'm keeping my man."
You see TT3's comment out there?
Yep. If she hits 100, Rob will give away one of his M&Ps.
What?
I'm in.
There you go. Or he'll give away his Ford.
Have you seen the price of a 79 Ford square body pickup truck?
It's probably way different in your area than it is in my area.
No, well, going online and looking them up and just getting a general idea of their values. I seen some for 17.5, 20,000. They are one of the most sought after pickup trucks for one reason or another. And I only know this because a good friend of mine's, him and his wife just bought their daughter her first vehicle, and that's what she wanted. They found it for 8,000 and fell over themselves to buy it because of the other prices they found on them.
Yeah, sometimes vehicles in different areas will go for different prices. So
I think they paid too much.
Rob's like, I would have sold him my truck for $5,000.
Nah, yeah, you lost me at Ford, but now those older Chevys, there, now you're talking.
Just never been a bow tie fan. I'd rather wear a tie.
I thought the Ford guys wore spandex.
Proudly. We have a lot to show.
I've drove them all. They all break.
Hey man, you got to pick a side.
I can't.
Oh, this is just for humor. It's
I've had
there's a
Chevys I
couple
like.
Fords
I've had
I like.
Fords I like.
There's some of the older ones like that one in Gone in 60 Seconds. That thing looked nice. I don't know if that was a 67, something like I'd take something like that, but I don't want no damn Focus. None of that crap.
Yeah.
We all know you're a Fiesta kind of guy. I mean, the Fiesta is pretty much an American Honda Accord.
No, you can't pick one end of my Honda up and move it around. Well, somebody probably could. I can, but I can pick up like the rear of a Fiesta and turn it 90 degrees.
Hell, Elko's in the area that I live, I think this is like the Elko retirement area because there's got to be more Elkos here than anywhere else in the world, probably. At least it seems that way.
Yesterday's Pomade has joined the chat. I haven't seen him for a while.
So I know we've gotten some new channels or new people coming in, and we're trying to go and get another channel. We were trying to go for a trifecta, but now I guess we got to go for the quadfecta since we've gotten 3 up over the 100 channel friends. So let's help get Mrs. Hotshot up over 100. So
Christian and I were having this chat the other day. We were talking about cars that have disappeared out of Ohio due to the salt, all the salt we use on the roads in the winter. But we saw a Chevy Beretta the other day. He's never even seen one. He goes, "What is that?" And I said, "That's a Chevy Beretta." I said, "Man, there used to be thousands of them on the road back in the late 80s and early 90s. It was clean too. Like you could tell this guy had it in the garage, but I bet that was the first one of those I had seen in years."
That's because they're all in junkyards.
Well, they were junk to begin with, but like then Ohio weather just destroyed it. But
Remember those?
the Geo Metro, I haven't seen one of them on the roads around here forever.
The Geo Storm. That was an ugly ass car, but they ran good.
I seen a pimped out Ford Fiesta about a month ago, and I couldn't get it. Man, I'll tell you what, it looked clean. I was like, "Dang, all right."
Right.
Do you guys remember? We're talking about Fords. Do you guys remember the Ford EXP?
Yeah, that was a hopped up Ford Focus hatchback.
Escort.
Yeah, or Escort. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
Escort. That's a hopped up Escort. Examon had one. She had a red one.
Guy I worked with, wife worked at a dealership, and they had a trade-in like policy deal. Somebody traded in an Escort. I think it was like a 95 or something. It looked like it was showroom clean, like perfect. And the guy got it from the dealer for $500. So he drove it. He was like, "Oh, the hell with it." Like, you know, it wasn't anything special. It was like the regular model, but it was like, it looked like a brand new car. I mean, all the wells inside, everything. It was like it came out of a museum or something. $500, hey.
Those things were so easy to work on, cheap to work on. They were reliable too. She drove it for a long time.
Strut towers they'd blow through the back and the hatch, and then you just weld them back up. I had an Escort strut come right up through the top, and then we took the mechanic. He's like, "Yeah, we'll just weld a plate in there." Hour later, I'm back on the road.
Same thing happened to me and my dad. My dad had one of those, and I was driving with my dad in the car, driving the hell out of it on back roads, and pushed right up through. Tires started rubbing on the side. All you could smell is rubber. Yeah, definitely not cool.
So, Chicago Mike says, "What y'all think of the Ford Edge?" They're shit. So, earlier this year, early spring, one of my coworkers had a Ford Edge, hadn't even made the third payment on the car. Had not even made the third payment on the car, and it burst into flames while he was driving down the freeway.
Was it a brand new car? Or just new used type deal?
It might have been a year or two old.
All right. I mean, there's a big difference. Care of a vehicle makes a huge difference. I mean, it honestly does. Yeah, but all manufacturers, I mean, some once in a while put a car out and the trannies will go in 7,000 miles, guaranteed, every single one. And they recall and throw back in. Ford had issues with the Explorers or the Escapes not long ago, same type of deal. Sometimes that stuff happens. With newer cars, it's a stance you take in a sense. So especially, if you're buying that year's car, I'm sure everybody knows, but every car on the road's got like usually a list of recalls. Just some of them are worse than others. As a matter of fact, I got one right here for my Honda. Because after my inspection, Honda mailed me a recall thing that's actually active, but that's for the airbag and floor mats that'll slide underneath the get caught on the pedal or something like that. So, but I've already changed the floor mats and I just pulled the fuse for the airbag because if I crash my car, I prefer to die.
I respect that. That's good. Let's see. I have a 2020 Hyundai Sonata. I have one recall, one open recall, and it's for the emergency latch for the trunk. They want to put a different handle on it.
That's all the recalls in total for the vehicle? Because
Yep.
usually there's like a handful.
Nope. That's it. That's it.
That's
the
pretty
only-
good.
That's the only open recall on my car. So I like my Hyundai. I really do. Maybe I got a Wednesday car. That could be the issue.
I got to plug in before my computer dies.
Plug it in, plug it in.
Yeah, I don't know. I think the whole format of making cars or how they do them these days, I mean, there's videos, documentaries, all type stuff out there where they, basically say they expect them to be through 3 owners and in the junkyard in 10 years nowadays. So most companies run by that standard. So some 7 years. I mean, now they're to the point they don't even put spares in the car. They give you a can of Fix-A-Flat. The average person doesn't service their car anymore, so, they're just going to call AAA anyway, stuff like that. I mean, when you think about it, the newer ones, in my opinion, the luxuries they're a lot nicer. Holy crap. A lot nicer, but I don't think they're made to last, in my opinion. So, I'm a cheap son of a gun, so I really don't think they're worth the payments, but everybody's, different. But some of the older ones, though, I mean, you can look them up. There's a list of them. I mean, the Ford's on there, that Ford Crown Vic, because I looked at this list just recently. There's a few vehicles out there where you can get like millions of miles out of, where you're just not really doing that with the average vehicle now. That's close to double the price.
But like you said, it does come down to maintenance and care. Like I have a GDI turbo engine. So my oil is changed every 5,000 miles. GDI cleaner ran through it, and a serious fuel system treatment ran through it as well. Every 5,000. I make sure that the air filter's clean, cabin air filter's clean, tire pressure's up. I mean, I do all the little things that you should do to your car. You should be doing to your car anyways, if you want to drive it on a daily basis.
Yeah, preventative maintenance things.
Yeah.
A lot of people won't do that. They'll do what they have to do, and that's it. And then they'll just get a new car in 3 years. You know what I mean? Or something like that. So, that's where you got to be careful buying, like his friend or whoever that just got a Ford, whatever it was there, maybe new to them, or it might have been a couple of years old. The first owner might have just beat the hell out of it. It might not be Ford's fault that the car blew up at that point. They could have been putting antifreeze in the oil for all you know. You know what I mean?
Well,
yeah, exactly. I mean, nowadays the brand really doesn't matter. Well, on some aspects it does, but if you have a good car, take care of it. If you have a lemon, well, take care of it.
yeah.
It's one way or the other. I mean, I bought brand new guitars that were high dollar pieces of junk, shorted out. Electric guitars shorting out on you. And I bought cheap ones that played fantastic.
So, Noah, after his car caught fire, he went on and he searched, and that specific year that he had, there was a lot of the Ford Edges of that year that caught fire, just randomly caught fire. And then Ford put out a recall like a month after his car caught fire, saying that there was known faulty harnesses in the car that could lead to them catching fire. So, Chris, DM Foster's text. He says, "Tell Chris I just got my first Monstrum Optic 1 to 4x20 scope."
Well, that's cool. Hopefully he likes it.
I think he will.
I haven't messed with any of their scopes other than the LPVOs.
I've had the 1 to 4, and I run a 3 to 9 on my AR now, both Monstrum, and both of them are excellent. My 3-gun scope is the 3 to 9. That thing has been thrown in barrels, knocked up against barriers, and I shot 600 yards with it at dead zero. So I'm happy with it.
Have Mrs. Hotshot double check, but I'm still seeing her sitting at 84. I'd like to see her hit 100. I'm not going to say it's going to happen, but that would definitely be awesome to see. So we got Bernie over 100. We got Chicago Mike over 100. We got one of New York's channels over 100. Maybe that was his wife's channel that went up over 100.
What?
Oh, hey, Gene, throw a comment out in the chat so I can post a link to your channel for Ron.
Boom. He should be able to touch on my channel name and it come up. Go to channel.
Only if he's a mod.
Hold on, Buck. I'll answer your question here in a sec. Let me get Gene's channel out there for Ron.
Yeah, thank you, Ron. I appreciate you.
All right, Ron, I just threw the link out there for Gene's channel. Hot Pot's channel. He's probably like, who the hell does he keep saying Gene for? Who's that guy?
This is Gene coming to you with Reload from Hot Pot.
Buck, I've got a Vortex Strike Eagle 1x6 on my 450 Bushmaster, and I know I'm sponsored by him and everything, but to be honest with you, I would probably put the Monstrum Spectre on it one and save myself $150. Because honestly, I think the glass is better. The reticle, but the glass is really clear on that new Spectre they just came out with. And I think, and the problem is if you buy the Strike Eagle, you got to buy the mount separate, where if you buy the Monstrum Spectre, it's going to come with the mount. You know, it's a pretty rock solid mount. So it's up to you, but I would try it.
So, Eagles Trekker. The link I threw out is for Mrs. Hotshot, who we're trying to get up over 100. The channel that Chris threw out is Gene, reloading from the Hot Pot. And, you know, he's a great guy. So I'm pretty sure he'd be much appreciative of a new channel friend, tribe member. And then Gizzard Gary does 2 live streams every week on Fridays and Sundays. So he'd probably enjoy it. And I know Mr. Chris from the 740 would enjoy having some new channel friends.
Oh, yeah,
And-
I like channel friends.
And the M&P guy, man, you know, you can give or take on that.
Chris does some great content, good videos, very good production on them.
He
Well, thank you, Gene.
just finished up one amazing conversation that went on for 9 weeks on reloading. So I was glad to be a part of 8 of them because my dumbass forgot that it was a Wednesday and then went to the ocean.
Yeah, definitely. If you want to get into reloading, go back and watch the Wednesday night live chats, all the episodes of it, and you will get a gist of each part of reloading, from cleaning brass all the way to picking a projectile.
Thank you, Eagles Trekker. I really appreciate that, man. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I think everybody's got to be subscribed to Gary's channel. Gizzard's just got awesome chats. They're just fun to hang out in.
Or reloading our Georgia shooting connection. Great Friday night reloading chat. And Georgia trapping and fishing, Mr. Craig, who does a freaking amazing Sunday live chat for like 4 hours, and he's the only person. I don't know how he can sit there for 4 hours. I mean, he's got a great side chat, so a lot of the conversation going back and forth. But yeah, 4 hours by yourself, damn.
Thank you, Mike. I appreciate it, man. I'm glad people like watching them. I have fun making them. So, and thank you, J&J. I just saw your comment. Appreciate that. Here, we got Gary a sub.
What's going on, M. Gabriel? So,
I can't wait to meet Gary. Hopefully, Gary's going to Wanamaker.
yes, he'll be there.
That's he's probably the one I'm most excited to meet in person.
I don't know. Gizzard would be fun to meet in person. I think it's probably just a preference thing. Clovertac. Of all the people, Clovertac would be fun to hang out and BS with.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to meeting him too. I don't know who else. Gun Snob, I'm excited to meet him.
You'll meet Mystic, his wife.
Yeah, that's gonna be cool.
His wife's cool, but I hear Snob smells pretty bad.
Good night, Jer Bear. Thanks for hanging out with us, man.
Yeah, have a great evening, Jer Bear. Gas mask, I heard, is required if you're going to meet Gun Snob for your safety. Ghost Tactical will probably be there.
That'll be cool. All right. Burnaby just threw out a link to Eagles Trekker's channel, so I'm going to go over there and subscribe to his channel. Got it. Eagles Trekker, I'm subscribed to your channel now. Are we getting anywhere with hot shots yet, G?
So mine's showing 85 now. So it should be at least over 90, but I'm not 100% sure. I don't know if YouTube's just doing their funny thing, but yeah, I'm showing where it's at 85. So, bit of advice for you. You might have to look down. Because those 3 guys are going to be kind of short. I mean,
I'm used to that. I look down on about everybody. When I meet somebody that's like my height or taller, I'm like, damn, that's a big dude.
Dude, man, on that note, Chris, I'm 5'11". I'm 6 foot with shoes on. I'm 6 foot tall with my shoes on. Okay. And in that picture we took today, I look like the small dude. I was like, I seen that pic and I'm like, what? Holy crap, man. I'm 6 foot tall and I look like the little dude in the group.
And I'm only 6'3". It's not like I'm super tall.
Well, it's the overall package.
So, Chris, drop a foot and you might get Gizzard's height.
That's all right. I can't wait to meet him. I'm gonna have so much fun out there. Jason's riding out there with me. That's gonna be fun.
So, have a good night, Ron. Gizzard says, I want to be there when G23 and Rob meet each other.
Gary said he's 5'7", so he's not a foot shorter than me.
It's going to seem like it. Trust me, I'm 6 foot and I look up at you. I think whoever measured you was incorrect.
Gizzard says you could line those three up, Gizzard, Clover, and Ghost, and they'd pretty much be the same height.
I come from a big family, though. My dad's 6'5", my mom's 5'10", and both my sisters are 5'11".
Guns and Water says he's taller on his back than on his feet.
But you know, I mean, I'm 6 foot, but you know, it's always the same size when you lay down.
Who's the one YouTuber everybody talk? Oh, Hootie Who. They say he's really tall. Like he's like 6'6" or something like that.
Well, what was it? Hickok, before I guess he's now kind of hunched or something. I think he was 6'7".
Yeah, I can see that. He looks like a tall dude.
He's pretty tall. I met him, so well, I didn't meet him, but shook his hand or whatever at a event deal. So he's definitely pretty tall. So
I had a great uncle that was 6'7". Man, wow. He was like ducking coming through some doorways, tilting his head.
I had a substitute teacher who played basketball for Gonzaga, and he was 6'11".
That is, wow, that's a different humidity level.
And he was playing pickup ball with some friends and went to dunk the ball, and one of his buddies like went to block, well, accidentally hit him and bounced his head off the rim, busted his eye wide open. Yeah,
that sounds painful.
yeah.
Mrs. Hotshot says at concerts, I had concerts, I would climb over people only 97 pounds at 19 years old. Man, so she's gained like 3 pounds since she was 19.
Well, she's only, what, 25 now?
Yeah, I give or take.
I saw Gary's comment out there. He said 22 Plankster is really tall. I never realized how tall he was. And a couple years ago, they did like a celebrity YouTube USPSA match. And he was in that match. And you could see how tall he was when he was standing like by the barrier walls, Gene.
Yeah.
You could, that's always a good way to tell how tall somebody is too. Like when they're actually looking over the wall. But yeah, that was when I figured out how tall he was. Cause I'm like, man, like he looked funny standing next to the barriers.
Chris, you want to pull up Mrs. Hot Shots channel and see what you got on her side?
Yep, she just made a comment too, so I can jump right over there. My internet would cooperate. 91.
9 away. Gizzard, jump on some of your alt accounts and help her out. I know George Grayson Kitty will love her content.
What do you think she would give away for 100 subs? I did a really cool knife and something else. There was something else in there. I did 2 of them, 2 gifts.
Oh yeah, the gun-toting pacifist has the gun, pooping pacifist or something like that as an alt account. So,
Gun-toting pacifist.
yeah, but he has another one that's like the gun pooping or farting pacifist or something. If you, yeah,
I'm sub to him, but I don't. He's got to put a link to that on there. He's got to put another link on his info on his channel about that.
Pacifist. Is that who you're talking about?
Yeah,
I'll throw a link. You want me to throw a link out there?
to the gun pooping.
Oh, the gun pooping pacifist. Yeah, I was gonna say I love his channel.
Yeah,
You know-
I'm sub to him, and I see his videos, but I didn't know about the other channel.
let me. I know it's under my channel.
She
That's
just
great.
hit 102 subs.
Did she?
Yep. Refresh that, G.
Woo!
Yes! Woohoo!
That is awesome. Tell her congratulations.
102. Congrats. There we did. We got 4 channels tonight up over 100.
That's awesome. Well, Gary, if you did speak to some friends, tell them thank you. He's going to have a chat tonight, too. So that'll be fun. Everybody will be able to go over there and hang out when we're done.
I will try to find.
Man, you know what a great, the damn community is just awesome. You figure that side chat out there tonight has put 3 channels over 100 subs.
4.
4, yeah.
She thanks you all very much. I thank you all very much. That's fantastic. That's why I love our tribe. That's why that's why I call it a tribe. It's more than a family. Families take care of each other individually. Well, a tribe takes care of the entire pack. It's all for one, and it's all one direction. And if one member gets out of line, well,
Isn't that borderline communism there?
well, maybe a little keeping the yeah, never mind.
I don't know if this will work.
What an awesome day. Man, got to shoot a match with all my brothers and sisters. And now we get this. This is cool.
That link right there may take you to the gun toting poop and farts.
Well, you know that probably would. I see that, but
So, congratulations, Bernie, Chicago Mike the Shooter, a Mystery Channel, and Mrs. Hotshot, all breaking 100 this evening. So,
congratulations, everybody.
I need that link to the AR Outcast one. Can somebody throw that back out?
so I appreciate everybody for helping us get these guys up over 100, and
heck, I even
all-
picked it. Oh, go ahead, G. Sorry.
they're definitely all deserving channels. And yes, go ahead, Mr. Chris.
Oh, I was just saying I picked up. So I got 2 new subs tonight, even on here.
Hell yeah. You know? So. You're very welcome, Armano. So. Now, is this where we harass the hell out of Rob for the next hour?
You've been pretty easy. You guys been easy on each other tonight. Hasn't been much back and forth with you two. What's that? That might be the first thing Rob's ever shown that he's eating that didn't get me excited.
That was cereal.
Yeah.
Like Captain Crunch blueberries or some bull crap, stuff like that.
Guess
Probably-
the cereal.
It's probably Trix.
There's a lot going on in that bowl right there.
Looks like a mess.
A lot of colors and shapes. That's got.
That looks like some,
That's got. I'm gonna give you cancer written all over it right there. There's like those are colors that aren't even normal.
it's probably some unicorn cereal. Knowing Rob, but that
Yeah,
kind of
normally he's like showing me stuff that's making me starve. All that good New York pizza and oh, there it is, Trick. You were on it, G.
well, tricks aren't just for kids.
I agree with Good and Toten. That's a bowl of diabetes.
That just looks like somebody coming off heroin, and trying not to go into DTs, so they're eating fucking whatever they can find. Sugary.
Well, I'm a senior. I'm a senior now, so I eat like fit and healthy cereals. Actually, like named like called Fit and Healthy.
I like Raisin Bran,
Oh my God, are you 80?
and I like some more of your like healthier. I don't really like a lot of like sugary stuff. I'm not a big sugary fan.
What was that one cereal that would break your teeth when you eat it? Grape nuts?
Great.
Oh,
No, yeah, that stuff is
Man.
like sandpaper.
That stuff's good.
Make your gums bleed and
Yeah,
everything.
Grape nuts
So-
has like a 3 to 5 minute window where you can actually eat it before it turns from break your teeth to open.
Much. But what's the other one? It's like kind of healthy out there.
Metamucil.
Hey, that's good fiber right there. You know they offer that in gummies now.
talking about Apple Jacks.
No, it's like it's one of your healthier like honey bunch of oats, but it's not. It's what's that other cereal that's like an oaty cereal?
Cheerios.
No, it's another one.
Wheaties. I only say Wheaties because they're horrible. Special K, horrible. Like,
It might be Special K.
What about grape nuts flakes?
oh God, that's retirement home food.
I always had that when I went to my grandma Mary's.
So I'm not a big cereal eater. My son eats it constantly. So Cinnamon Toast Crunch has a new cereal out called Graham Cracker Crunch. So it's like Golden Grams, but then they took all the cinnamon on the Cinnamon Toast Crunch and put it on a Golden Graham. And I ate a bowl of it the other night, and it's pretty good.
So
Man, that's too much.
what I was
sweet.
thinking is honey bunches of oats, and you can get it with almonds or strawberries, mixed berries, and they've got it's really good stuff.
All right, can I
Not
ask?
bad.
Can I ask the side chat a question? Because I want to. This is a question I got to ask. So we got Fat Cat Adventures out there. He said he's from Philly. Guns and Water said he likes cheesesteak. So since Fat Cat Adventures is from Philly, I wanted to ask him who makes the best Philly cheesesteak. Because all you ever hear about is Pat's and Geno's, and I've ate at both of them, and I like them both. But the Philly native probably knows where the best cheesesteak's at.
The best Philly cheesesteak isn't even made in Philly.
I'm talking though if you go to Philly, because I like going to
No,
Philly. It's a fun
listen to a
town
black
to go
guy.
walk around. Huh?
Don't listen to a Glock guy. He's probably never even been to Philly. What the hell would he know?
I loved Philly. I went there in 19.
Hey.
And I had a blast over there.
Hey Rob,
Before I-
those Philly cheesesteaks he eats have onions, peppers, and mozzarella cheese and sauce and all that stuff on it. That's not a Philly cheesesteak.
So Mrs. Hotshot says Frank's best cheesesteak ever in Tennessee.
Well, that's a
Good.
cheese. That's not a Philly cheesesteak.
I don't know. That's this is one of them things that can destroy families and break up marriages and stuff. Like, the best Philly cheesesteak. It's like picking your favorite kid. You're just not even supposed to do that.
Says who?
Yeah, Rob. I mean, if you can't agree with me on the best Philly cheesesteak from Philly, then we can't discuss things any further. That's it.
Well, I've been to Philly and I've had some pretty good cheesesteak, but I can't remember the name of it. I can say Facility had a better deal than Roadside Cart. because I did try the roadside cart there. Honestly, it tastes similar to what I make at home, which is fabulous stuff. But yeah,
All right.
tastes
So
Thank you, Fat Cat and Guns and Water. I wrote that down. The next time I go to Philly, because I figured it all. I was like, I told Sean that when we were over there. I was like, it was good, but I'm like, I bet the people that live over here, they know where there's really, really good cheesesteaks. So now
another
I
person
know.
you may ask is Guns and Barbecue or Black Cat Outdoors. They're both PA guys too.
Mm-hmm.
Fat Cat says Liberty Steaks is the bomb.
remember the place I went that was like the best had like a train that ran around the top of the whole restaurant. It's like a little like model train thing that went around the whole place. That might ring a bell to somebody from Philly.
Oh yeah, PA Reloader, another guy. But do you think there's a possibility that Midnight Range TM serves Philly steaks at his restaurant?
No,
Have you even been invited to his restaurant yet?
no. I
Or-
think I don't think it exists, man. I don't think it exists.
I thought you were required to be chained and left outside. Was what his
I don't
policy
know
was.
what the deal is. I think either it doesn't exist or it's one of them places where you get like a splash of ketchup and an olive and it's $85.
Oh, now when Chris gets back, that's another. I was gonna say when you go to Wanamaker, everybody says that they have amazing Philly steaks there and chicken on a stick. I think it's what they said. So
Sorry about that. I had to go check on the Buckeyes. I had to see where.
So Gizzard says Wanamaker has a delicious Philly at their food court that they have there.
I think I remember him talking about that.
Him, Gizzard, or him, Clover, and Ghost all like talk about how good the Philly steak is there at Wanamaker. So and Tactical Fud says that he agrees with Gary. So, and Tactical Fud has been to Wanamaker and had the Philly steak. So,
Is
think that's
Tactical Fud going to Wanamaker this time?
I don't think he was going to be able to make it in November, but I'm not 100% sure.
Oh, come on, Buck. You got to come out.
See, now here's what you do. Here's what you do. I think I figured out the solution. One person goes and stands in line from the group with the order of everybody, you know. And then the next time another guy goes and stands in line, or you swap out every once in a while so that not one person just has to stand in line. So like Chris stands in line for a half hour, and then Gizzard comes over and relieves him for a half hour. And then Clover relieves Gizzard for a half hour. You know, however long it takes. And this way they all can keep still searching Wanamaker, interviewing people, and stuff like that, but they still get their food.
Nah, man, they got a 2-steak limit.
I don't think so.
Hey, Buck is going to Wanamaker, so I'm going to get to meet Buck too. This is
You think
better and better.
one of these guys is going to be able to carry 36 cheesesteaks plus drinks back to the table?
Well, that's the
Big
thing. Is
backpack.
when you get to you only have 3 or 4 people in front of you, you send out a group text, and so 1 or 2 of the other guys can come over and help carry the stuff back. You got to be smart. You got to work the system, man.
Jury
Then
Buck.
it'll look like you're cutting, and Grandma will shank you in the rear.
We ain't in New
Bucks.
York. Go ahead, Chris.
Oh, I said, did you read Buck's comment? He said they sold so many sandwiches they ran out of cheese.
That's what I'm saying. You know, you got to make sure you get the rotation so you stay in line and stuff like that. Gizzard says 700 pieces of cheese. Wow. That's a hell of a lot of cheese.
Yeah, not really. I mean, what are you using? 3 pieces per sandwich or something like that? 2-3 pieces?
Well, even at that, so you're talking
Few hundred sandwiches at best.
200 to, say, 220 sandwiches. 230 would be, what, 690 if you're putting 3 slices per sandwich. So, yeah, you're probably talking like 230-ish sandwiches.
That's not that many. Shit, I could probably eat 300 myself.
All right.
And
Mrs.
still do the 1 chip challenge.
G23's working miracles tonight, Mrs. Hotshot, but I don't know if we can take Fat Cat from 3 subs to 100, but I am a new subscriber. I just subbed his channel. Oh, he said he's Eagle Trekker. Okay. Well, I subbed both of his channels.
So he's Fat Cat Adventure says 6 slices per. So it's a little over 100 subs.
It's a little over 100. That ain't many. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Whatever. I'm sure they're making money, however they're going about it. Apparently it's good. People are talking about it, across the webs here, so it's good for the business, I'm sure. Matter of fact, I think we should all get a free box of Philly cheesesteaks from those people now.
Right? We're cross promoting their sandwiches across the country. So they should send the 4 guys on the panel free subs for a year.
I was okay with a one-time shot, but a year works too.
Here, here.
Yep. Well, see, if you just went with a box of them one time, you have to hope and pray you get all of them, eaten in a very quick and timely manner. But if you're getting, subs for a year, that, you can spread them out where you can have like 1 or 2 subs a week for an entire year. You're talking like 104 subs minimum, like a year. So Chicago Mike says, "What's everybody's plans for the fall?" Some people are heading to Wanamaker. Gizzard says he's retiring. So, and hell yeah, Mrs. Hotshot, it's definitely time to celebrate.
My plan is to avoid jail, avoid getting brainwashed by the Glock guys, and stay alive.
You notice how he says avoid being brainwashed by the Glock guys, and then he's on a panel with 3 guys that own Glocks.
Perfection.
That's the dream, right?
Well, I mean, we can pull up the pictures of you wearing Team Glock and having an unboxing of a Glock. I'm pretty sure we have those pictures readily available.
Man,
You with that Glock sign in your
Photoshop.
I did not Photoshop it, I can tell you. See, yeah, Chicago, you guys are going to have the Purge going off in January. It's going to be like the kickoff of the Purge. Chicago and their new Safety Act. Are you fucking kidding me?
Well, you got Beetlejuice running the show over there. Come on. What do you expect?
Man, that is a funny looking. She is funny, man. That is a weird looking human being.
If you see pictures of her when she was younger, it's a 180. I mean, it's amazing what meth does to somebody.
But have you guys heard about that Safety Act?
No, tell us about it.
Man. So you can pretty much anything from aggravated murder in the 2nd degree and below, you're gonna just get to walk right back out of jail. They're just gonna you're just done. They're not even. Yeah, no bail. And
yeah, they've been doing that in New York here for a while too. So it's pretty crazy, especially for people with domestics, all that. With the majority of cases tend to be things like that. When you have a victim having to deal with the I don't know, the other person, whatever, whether they live 2 doors down and this and that. I mean, some of the stuff where it's just a nonstop back and forth. So it's pretty crazy. I mean, it's totally not, like you say, safety. What a joke. I mean, it's totally making it worse for the public. We have a big problem with I wouldn't even call them homeless because they're not really homeless. They're just like junkies. And they run around, get in trouble, all this type of stuff. They're always causing problems for people, like stupid stuff. Tweaking out, they'll run up in traffic, kick your car in the middle of the street, like for nothing. Like Everything's always the end of the damn world for them. So I don't know why people even get involved. I mean, if you spend 2 minutes and look at these damn people, there should be no reason you wanted anything to do with that shit. But anyway, you got people like that just running loose. I mean, running amok. The cops don't want to do nothing with them. The hospitals are tired. You know, they got to have guards on them all the time. I mean, it's a damn revolving door, and the public just keeps paying the price for it. Like, I don't understand it. I mean, I really don't. So, and then they don't want you to be able to defend yourself from it either, because that's a problem. Like, it's freaking ridiculous. Like, it truly is.
Well, me and Mrs. Hotshot were talking today on the way back from the match about, I was telling her I don't want to go to big cities anymore. I just don't, because the problems. I don't want to get in the middle of a problem and get hung up on charges because I was defending myself. I'm just not interested.
Well, it's cool, man. I'll tell you what you do. You're already a Glock guy, so you're covered there. That's one of those most common drop guns and this and that. All you need is a hoodie, and you'll be good to go. Yeah, you'll blend right in.
Nice.
Just don't look at the camera. They'll never know. It's just another guy in a hoodie committing crimes. Yeah, it's got to be crazy to be a retailer too. Where they can just come in, clear your store out, basically, and you're not allowed to do anything. Like, are you kidding me? Like, that's crazy. Like, straight crazy. I don't understand this stuff. So, yeah, they're definitely out, against the public, in my opinion, because that's not making grandma safe with her medications or any of this type of stuff. Where even just a quick, what do you call it, smash and grab, not even that, snatch and grab deal where grandma falls, that's changing her quality of life. She might be dead in 3 months, and this guy's out doing it again, stuff like that. Ah, man. Bullets are cheap. Society's gotten way too soft in some of these areas. Way too soft.
Yes, I agree.
Yep. And they're not doing a whole lot to protect anybody criminal.
Shit, the criminals got more race than you do in most of these cases.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. He said, Eagles Trucker says, what's it? We had 2 dashed outs yesterday at work, carts full of Nike shoes. If we chase, I get fired. If he chases, he gets fired. So yeah, they just can come in, fill up their shit, and walk right out the door. Nothing you can do.
Then
Forget about your raise. Forget about your bonus. That shit just ran out the door. Try not to get hurt on their way out.
Then why have AP associates? If they cannot give chase, if they cannot stop people from going out the door with merchandise, what is the point of that?
To get a license plate to report it to the police that may or may not do something about it.
Woot woot.
And depending where you are, depending what color they are, they just might not do something about it even if they know where they are.
Depressing.
It's crazy, man. It's absolutely crazy.
Yep, there's a lot of businesses that have been around for long times that are just closing up. They're like, we can't even, we're going to lose everything because of this. There was a business that was up in Portland who It had been in business for 4 generations or something like that, over 100 years that this store had been there. And the guy said he had to just, he closed his shop and was hoping to sell the house before the bank took it because he was about to lose everything because of all this stuff.
Common story in your neck of the woods. Sad.
Well, this is probably a good time to bring up USCCA. If you're not a member, depending on your state, depending on your situation, you might want to be. You might want to look into it. I'm not paid to say this. I just think they do good business from the experience I had when I was allowed to have that experience. Because recently they called it murder insurance, I believe, in New York State, and we're not allowed to have it anymore, which is a bunch of crap. But I like them over others because it doesn't, a gun should kind of, in my opinion, be your last line of defense. So if you end up busting somebody's jaw with your hand, you're still covered, and unfortunately these day and age, some people need their jaw busted. So you should be covered if you end up in that situation.
Great advice.
Wow, that would be like demoralizing. Eagle says it's well known my company is easy target. 250-pound ladies that can't run walk out yelling. So they're just taunting it.
Well, I think that's probably part of the issue right there, at least on the store aspect. And I'm not trying to justify any of this because truthfully, I don't like thievery in any way personally. That's what drives all the prices up. That's, all this insurance fraud and shit. I got to worry about that with my job. I don't like it. People straight up rob you and then get away with it. And they make a career out of this in some cases, but I don't like it. But I don't like the idea of grandma trying to chase down, the 2 teenagers running out the store with sneakers either. I really don't. So maybe it should be, people fit for that job with a little bit of training, you know what I mean? But I certainly wouldn't want to see the average greeter that I've seen, have to get hands on even in defense with some of the people that I've seen in my area.
Yep, absolutely. And who was it? I think Captain Codebook in Gizzard's chat on last night said that he was glad that he had USCCA because he had a crackhead neighbor who he had to draw his gun on. First, he didn't give the entire story, but yeah, he said he had to draw his pistol, and he was glad that he had USCCA to help, cover him and everything. Is that a little Boston Terrier?
French. She's by herself. She's out there scratching at the door, so I let her in. She's my little buddy. Huh. You don't know you're on camera, do you?
She is cute.
Yeah, she's a sweetheart.
Oh. She's hamming it up and doesn't even know it.
Mm-mm.
She's like, hey, I'm getting to sit in Daddy's lap and hang out. I'm getting all this attention.
Yep, you have no idea that 20-some people are watching you right now, do you?
So,
All right, guys, I'm going to go. Had a long day. I'm old. I want to kick back in my recliner, have a drink, to be honest.
well, have a great evening. You want to plug your channel before we get out of here? And again, congrats to Mrs. Hot Pot or Mrs. Hot Shot for breaking 100 tonight.
Yeah, that was great. Thank you, everybody, for that. She really appreciates it. G, thanks for having me on. I appreciate it. Always nice, always nice. Chris, good shooting with you today. Rob, good bantering with you. Love it, love it, love it.
Take care, man.
Great day, Gene. Thanks for being. Man, we had to blast that match. So,
Sure did. Thanks
All
to the side chat, man. It's been banging out tonight. And if y'all want to, check out my channel, Reloading from the Hot Pot. And I do some gun gear and whatever I'm interested in reviews.
Yep, and you're more than welcome back here anytime.
Thanks for having me. I greatly appreciate it. Have a good night, everybody.
Take care.
So, Chris, have you heard from the son on how his event is going?
I think they stay there till 11. He just went with a bunch of his friends, so I'm sure they're having a good time.
So, have a great evening, Mrs. Hotshot, and I'm glad we were able to get you over 100.
Good night, Hot Shot.
So, it was fun getting 4 channels over 100 without knowing you were getting 4. I only knew I was going after 3, so that was pretty fun. What is going on? Still in ya? He's another. What was that, Rob?
I was just gonna say I appreciate the subs I got on there, so that's cool. Definitely check out the channel. Obviously, might not be for everybody, so don't feel obligated to stick around if you don't want to. So, yeah, but I do appreciate you checking it out at least.
Yeah, and he has a side hustle called R&L Displays, where he makes some pretty cool AR stands, pistol stands, and for not being a Glock guy, he makes a PCC stand that takes Glock mags.
Hey,
Hey, you
try
know,
to
we
take
could-
care of you black guys.
We could add one more thing to Rob's stands. They made pretty good knife stands for my 5 knives in 5 days videos.
I seen that. It actually kind of did because it little post to lean stuff on and stuff, so it worked out kind of good depending on how you crop the picture. Yeah.
Yep.
I think you owe me another $20 because that was only meant for guns. So you changed the game. You know, that's extra money. No.
I was sitting there looking at that, and I'm like, "That's gonna make a nice knife stand. I'm gonna use it. I'm gonna multi-purpose this stand now." SS Pawn is out there. What's going on?
What's up, SS? So, yep.
Good evening, Stan.
Haven't heard from Jana's gay on if he got his new stand or not.
All from the Willie rifle.
Yeah.
You talking about Alan?
Yeah.
Yeah, he got it.
I haven't seen him throw up a video or anything about it.
Yeah, he opened it live on Scotsman. So I don't know, man. He looked a little rough. It didn't look like he read the directions in the beginning, so I'm not sure. I told him if he had any problems, contact me, because that's just it, folks. Read the directions. You got to put it on, the first few inserts of the mag to the, whether it's the base or the wall mount. You got to kind of put it on with a light rocking motion. Don't just force it down in, and basically it seats it. I try to make them tight like that so it doesn't, get sloppy over time. So I'm not sure, because he looked like he was manhandling that thing pretty hard on camera. So I don't know. He said everything was good, but yeah, he did get one online, so I'm not sure what happened, but definitely read the instructions. I know I'm 22, but how you put it on makes a difference the first couple times. After that, it's not a big deal.
So, Eagle Trick is asking where this event is. So, Wanamaker is the world's largest gun show down in Tulsa, Oklahoma. It happens twice a year in April and in November. So
looks like I'm going to get to meet Stan in person too. He's gone.
Yeah, that's what I just saw. I was like, hell yeah. You're going to get to meet a lot of people. A lot of great people.
Right around the corner too. I got Chicago Mike flying in October, going shooting with me, and then Wanamaker in November. It's going to be fun.
Hell yeah. So, you're going to get to meet like 20 people. Buck's going to be a good guy to meet.
Yeah, I'm excited about that. That'll be cool.
Whoa. If you're going to meet Buck, you better keep some bail money on you. Buck the wild one.
So, yeah, especially if you're going to hang out with Buck, Ghost, Clover, Gizzard.
No.
You're going to be in some big trouble.
Ghost and Buck would probably be more than he can handle.
I heard that it's the newbie who has to buy dinner the first night. At least that's what Gizzard told me. Was newbie had to buy dinner for the group the first night.
Oh man, I just read Nebraska Gun Freaks comment out there. He said he was supposed to shoot Area 4, but he hurt his shoulder in a wreck. Oh man, that sucks. We were talking about Area 4 today at the match. I didn't even know it was going on this weekend.
See? He didn't deny what I was saying. He says, if you think you were fun at the show, the dinner in the evening is when the fun happens. So, Yeah. Isn't that where everyone tells the staff that it's Ghost's birthday and he has to ride the the bull?
Look, there's some things we just can't bring up live on air, but yeah. It's not just a coincidence. They always all come back sick. I'm going to tell you that.
Plus, the hazing. You can't clue people in too much on what happens in the hazing process. So have a great evening, Eagles Trekker. So, Mr. Rob, you want to plug anything before we bail out of here?
No, have a great night. Thanks for joining us, everybody. Appreciate the new subscribers. Obviously, check out each other respectfully. No looking under dresses or nothing. But have a great evening. Do something active. Eat a salad.
So, if you do want one of the cool displays, it's like from R&L Displays, you can use either Chris from the 740, Gizzard Gary, or G23, and you'll get 15% off with either one of the 3 codes. So, absolutely have a great evening. Chris, you got to plug anything before we're out of here?
I don't think I got anything to plug other than thanks for having me on, man. I always enjoy hanging out with you and Rob and Gene, and Side Chat was awesome tonight. Got to watch 4 channels go over 100 subs. I don't think you can ask for much more. This is a chat I'll always remember, that's for sure. Pretty fun night. So thank you, G. Appreciate the link.
Thank you for showing up, and it was definitely fun. Tonight, if you're up at like 10:30 Pacific, 1:30 Eastern, the overnight show with DM Foss, my co-host extraordinaire, will definitely be going live tonight, so check that out. And again, we thank you all for hanging out with us for the last 3 hours or so. So play the outro and we'll get out of here.